Genies. These creatures are wildly unpredictable and often dangerous. You rub the lamp, and the purple demon spawns before you, offering a choice between two random options. The consequences can be anything: your lot flooding, a roach infestation, or setting your most valued possessions on fire. On the other hand, this hovering psychopath might shower you with cash, gift you expensive electronics, or conjure a hot tub right in front of you. We shall exploit these forsaken purple monsters for our financial gain. Summoner of demonic doom. A man unafraid of such vile beings. The summoner lifts the lamp, rubs it, and out comes the purple dealer of destruction. Shall I summon the spirits of earth or air? Well, air then, I guess. Figures. Roaches. Honestly, I'd have better odds flipping meme coins than crypto. Now I just have to wait until midnight to summon the genie again. Soon after, the usual suspects, Bella and Mortimer, showed up to welcome me to the neighborhood. I shook Bella's hand, introduced myself, and immediately started bragging about my non-existent achievements. Unsurprisingly, she wasn't impressed. But being the sociopathic loony that I am, I went up to her again to vent my frustration. She shoved me back. Maybe my social skills need work. Still, instead of reflecting, I escalated. I poked her and complained about the roaches crawling all over my sad little plot of land. Then another invader appeared on my property, a posh-looking man. I unleashed my inner ape on him. He stared at me like I was mentally unwell. Passing the time without any electronics or furniture is really brutal. My only salvation is the newspaper. Every column sparks a hit of dopamine like it's the highlight of my existence. Maybe there's nothing wrong with a simple life, but with 4 hours left before I can rub the lamp again, time crawls very slowly. A short nap on the grass was just enough to recharge my strength to summon that purple hovering monstrosity once more. Do you wish for money or do you wish for love? Money, of course, because a man needs to eat. But something went wrong with his spell. Once again, I'm left clutching the short end of the stick. My net worth has officially slipped into the negatives. My only assets are a newspaper and a multiplying population of roaches. Will I even survive this? Will I somehow get lucky enough to afford a fridge before the hunger bar goes all the way into negative? After a long day of stomping roaches and napping on the cold grass, one thing became certain. My time was running out. I had maybe a day, 2 at best. So, with hopes high but expectations already buried, I summoned the genie again. Shall we keep this in the family or among your circle of friends? What friends? I don't have any friends. Either way, I was doomed. No money options today. Well, I guess friends then. The spell worked. I'm here starving, but at least Bella and I are now friends. Wonderful. Later in the day, I was once more stomping the roaches to pass the time, and finally the time again came to rub the lamp. I sensed a desire to improve thy physical existence. My physical existence? Zero income, roaches squatting on my land, crushing depression, and a constant fight for survival. So let's go with water and hope for a hot tub or a fountain we could sell. He forgot the end part of the spell. Now we need a Noah's Ark. But unfortunately, that same morning, Summoner went to greener pastures. Now it all falls to Summoner of Demonic Doom II. He inherited everything from his late father: the soggy newspapers, the colony of roaches, the flooded patch of grass, and the neighbor's pets who seemed to delight in watching our misery. And just like before, Bella appeared. Following family tradition, I shook her hand and then immediately taunted her. She shook her fist at me, so I shook mine back. Soon after, I encountered the posh gentleman. Naturally, I shook my fist at him as well. Temper issues run in the family. The rest of the day was spent crying at his father's grave and stomping roaches. At last, it was time to summon the genie again. Work or leisure? Well, leisure then, of course. The genie naturally summoned a ball of fire. At this point, it feels inevitable. It feels like the genie isn't on my side at all, just carrying out a very personal vendetta to wipe out every last male in this cursed family line. Midnight again. Once more, I stood before the genie's lamp, clinging to a shred of hope. This time I got rewarded with a bunch of dead plants. It seems Summoner of Demonic Doom II is destined to share the same fate as his father before him. There's a pinch of cruelty to it all. Every night the faint hope that maybe this time Summoner will get lucky and get a big payout. And every night the outcome is the same: more punishment. Dozing off on the cold pavement surrounded by roaches in the cold starry night, I woke up to talk to the purple menace one more time. He gave me a bunch of bills. This was the last chance for Summoner of Demonic Doom II, and he was found eternally resting on roaches the second day. So now it was time for Summoner of Demonic Doom III to rise up and give glory to the family name. As he was grieving his forefathers, Bella showed up. But Summoner III was a kind-hearted man, so he made a friendly approach to Bella. They hit it off and she became his friend. As midnight approached, he was cheered on and supported by the ghosts of his relatives. No pressure, all comes down to just rubbing that lamp again. Friends or family? This is one of those options that makes no difference. One day is lost. Time is running out, maybe 1 or 2 days left. Let's go with water. Trolled again. That means there is just one try left before Summoner the Third joins his forefathers. The days go painfully slow, stomping roaches and sleeping on the grass. All or nothing. It was that time again. Let's pick leisure. Great balls of fire. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Alright, now I just have to extinguish this thing and that will be it then. Oh no, his energy bar was at 0 and he passed out. By the time he woke up again, the whole table was on fire. And then, while trying to extinguish those flames, the flames got to him first. And so, it came to be the Summoner of Demonic Doom III also was outplayed by the purple monster. And now, it all comes down to Summoner of Demonic Doom IV. Entering the lot, he is greeted by the same rotting newspapers, the same dead patches of grass, the same roaches, absolute financial ruin, and surprisingly another blue table with the unspeakable lamp on top of it. Well, let's get on with it and rub that lamp. Money or love? Well, money would be preferable. A pot of gold? A pot of gold! And from there on, everything changed. A good investor knows that before cashing out, a better idea is to reinvest. So now Summoner has 4 lamps to rub and a grill to keep himself from starving. Water, fountain, more genie lamps, another pot of gold, even more genie lamps. And so it came to be that while sure, sometimes not everything went to plan, the ball was rolling and the money was coming in. And before long, that mountain was leveled out and construction for Summoner's house began. More rubbing, more money. The lot was in terrible shape, so Summoner got himself a skeleton maid to start cleaning up. It took days of non-stop cleaning, spraying, and taking out the garbage. Meanwhile, Summoner was raking in even more money. However, the days of doing this were numbered. All the unsuccessful money spells have led to a lot of unpaid bills, and the debt collector is slowly taking away all the genie lamps. But the amount of money accumulated so far is pretty impressive. But one night, the debt collector came and took away every single one of my genie lamps. I built a nice compact cemetery for my relatives and a swimming pool. Life was good, really good, but something was missing. I went downtown to get a friend, a 4-legged friend. I called him Fido. He got his own bed and a bowl full of food. Now life was truly good. Summoner played with his new friend without a single worry in the world. This was enough for him. He was happy. Thank you so much for watching. This was Living Artificially, and see you next time.